I'm not surprised, motherfuckers.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Courtside Soundoff podcast. Once again, I'm Josh and Angel. As always, welcome by the one and only man of the hour, too sweet to be sour, my friend and yours, Angel Ortega. We got a lot of stuff to talk about this week. UFC 323 went down multiple upsets. In fact, Angel, we did not pick a single fight correct on this card. Granted,
that's a historic thing, right?
That's literally never happened.
Is that an all-time first?
That's literally a first.
That's crazy. Final preview and that happened.
It literally we're washed. We're washed.
That's how hard we fell off that on the final preview we couldn't call a fight.
Granted, it wasn't 0-5. Technically, there was a draw in there,
and there was an injury.
And there was an injury, so there's other things that go into it. But yeah, I mean, not a good night for predictions. But if you would have followed our predictions and you would have used our sponsor of the show today, BetMGM, and you would have followed that link down below, you would have gotten up to $1,500 in bonus that's paid back if you followed our advice. So how about that? But
if you didn't follow our advice, good for you.
If you didn't follow our advice, good for you. But if you did and you didn't go to that link down below, you're kind of missing out, man.
I will say, I do think I would have been able to predict some of the undercard fights correctly.
Oh, I mean, absolutely. I mean, come on, dude. Like, Macy Barber, Creed Silva. Like, come on.
Chris Duncan.
Jalen Turner against Edson Barboza, which we'll talk about. But possibly one of the most depressing results in a while, I feel like. That was a tough one. Big Edson fan. But I mean, we know he's been cooked for a while. But anyways, point being, fantastic card over the weekend. Like I said, if you follow the link down below, get it to $1,500 in bonus bets paid back to you. So if you do not hit, contact 1-800-GAMBLER if you're having any issues. If not, go and want to have some fun and follow the link down below. There's a lot of stuff coming up. Look, if you bet on the Oklahoma City Thunder, I mean, you wouldn't even need that. I hate to bring it up, but Jesus Christ. I mean, one of the greatest starts in NBA history. Nobody's talking about it, I feel like. On track to, I mean, I think the Warriors started out in 29-1. Thunder right now are 25-1. Like, hey man, blessed. How can I cannot be mad. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff you can bet on BetMGM. Follow link down below if you want to have some fun. Other sponsors of the show, Rogue Energy, keep me filled up when I'm at home at the gym or I'm working late nights covering the fights. They can help you as well. Courtside Soundoff, check out. Lastly, ELYXR, until the government bans Delta 8 and CBD and all of the fun things that are on ELYXR. Go ahead and follow the link down below. Code Soundoff, all caps, to check out for 10% off. They're really handling the real issues. Shout out to Congress.
By the way, Ryan Shaw, that guy just sent you, the guy who hosts that podcast. Yeah. He had a sponsor just like this, and he's been handing him out to all his guys, being like, "Yeah, enjoy this while you can, because they're not gonna be there anymore." Dude,
it is insulting. It's downright, dude. All the shit that's happening in this country, people cannot afford anything. Like I saw some stat like 60% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck, but you're focused on CBD. Now we know why. You know why. We all know why. It's because Mitch McConnell, who helped draft the bill, got $900,000 from the alcohol lobby for his re-election campaign. But you know what? That's fine. It's fine. We all live in a system. We love the system that we currently live in. It's working for the regular man every single day. I can't take CBD for my back pain, but thank God Mitch McConnell can have another home. Anyways, UFC 323 going down from the T-Mobile Arena, Las Vegas, Nevada. We went winless. We went winless in our picks, but you know what? This is
the first time though. We can't feel bad, dude.
I don't feel bad.
Almost 7 years of picking fights, and this is the first time this happens on a pay-per-view. We cannot feel bad about this.
Yeah, and we went 0 for 4, but you know what? I don't feel that bad considering all that went into some of these fights. And in the main event, one of the biggest upsets of the year, Petr Yan went from being 50-44 against Merab Dvalishvili 2 years ago to handing him a unanimous decision.
Wait, it was only 2 years ago?
It was March of 2023. 2.5. I
thought it was longer.
No, man.
Yeah, just double checking just because I'm so curious.
Am I right?
March, 2023. For some reason, I thought it was a little longer than that.
March of 2023.
Oh, you know what I was thinking about? I was thinking about when he lost the title.
Oh, lost it to Alger. That would have been 2021.
March of 2021. Funny enough, also in March. Yeah. March is just not his month.
Not his month, dude. God, I get it. Jokes aside, yeah, man. Look, Petr Yan wins by unanimous decision, 49, 46, 48, 47, 49, 46. I think you can make the case he won all 5 rounds. It gave Merab round 1. But outside of that, no.
I thought it was round 2.
I mean, I think you can give him either round 1 or round 2. I personally gave him round 1. I did not give him round 2, but like I said, essentially, Petr Yan kind of went out there and went balls to the wall and down the stretch, like showing the Eddie cardio, and it actually came out during fight week. I don't know if you saw this. So like he had an injury during the first fight. I can't remember what exactly the injury was. Maybe it was a shoulder issue, but
Marab was also injured too.
Yeah. But we got to see Petr Yan full force, and he looked great out there. Taking him down at various points, landed big shots, busting up Marab. A fantastic performance across 5 rounds. And it feels like we should have a trilogy next. I feel it's a logical thing. And in the case of Marab, you got to wonder how much did fighting 4 times a year affect him? We never see champions do this. And especially a guy that just fought 2 months ago. But he wanted to save the day. He wanted to have a big pay-per-view, and he got it. Unfortunately, it didn't go his way. Give me your thoughts on the fight. Give me your thoughts on the potential trilogy. What do you want to see next for these guys? So on and so forth.
Well, I had said it as a joke, but I'm like, his performance, I mean, you can only go up from here. I didn't think he would hit the roof. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude, yeah.
I mean, it was a complete 180 on the whole fight. Beautiful performance. I mean, he brought it to the man. He won the title in his way. You know, and not even just that, but there was nothing leading up to this fight that would have pointed you in the direction that this would necessarily be the result. Because despite him being on that, 3-fight win streak going into this title fight, yeah, it was good, but it wasn't anything crazy.
Yeah.
Even the Marcus McGee, who a guy he should have
probably should have blown him out of there. That fight was more competitive than a lot of people thought.
Yeah,
it would be.
I mean, still won, but he did his thing. Davison, yeah. I mean, he was, didn't look very good. So that one was that. And even then, it's like, older guy was a flyweight, flyweight who came up to bantamweight. Maybe should have been also another one was like that.
Yeah, I mean, if we're being honest, Davison's pretty. I don't want to say washed, but he's in the twilight of his career.
Yeah, Song Yadong, he's young, good, but he hasn't been able to break that barrier at that elite level, And we're hoping he's like right below it, like he's middle of the pack, but he's definitely not bottom of the pack. He just hasn't been able to break into those signature names, the O'Malley's, the Marabs, the Piotrs. Like he's like a tier just under that. So with all that context and then how the first fight went, you would have never thought this was necessarily going to be the performance he was going to give you. There was nothing that pointed in the direction that it was going to be this good, and not even just the win, but also like I think that had to been performance of the night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, absolutely, could not agree with you more. I mean, the fact that he, like you said, dude, like. There were ways for him to improve, and I said, like, on the show, I remember saying, like, I think we'll come out, win the early rounds, maybe round 1, 2. In fact, it kind of went the opposite way of Marab's normal fights. Like, Marab went out there, had some success early, and not to say that Marab got blown out down the stretch. Like, he had some moments in the championship rounds, but, it was a struggle for him, man. Yeah, I thought Petr Yan looked great down the stretch. Like, it really kind of went in the inverse of what I thought it would. And like you said, I expect him to improve, but I didn't expect him to improve this much and this drastically.
By the way, did I not? I hadn't mentioned this. I almost want to find a clip of that and make a fucking clip out of this. But was I not right about the body shots?
No, dude, absolutely.
Dude, absolutely. I was like, he's like, oh, I was like, that is some grade A bullshit. I'm like, next time someone fights this guy, they need to go to the what are the people to the well. They need to go to the well and fucking start going at him there. And dude, we saw it. And he was not reacting to it well. He was reacting probably the most out of anybody I've ever seen react to a body shot.
Let's talk about this. The game planning from Team Yan. Fantastic game planning. In fact, I saw his coach afterwards. He pulled up the diagram that he had. I'm not sure have you seen this?
No.
Oh man, I gotta pull this up. This is interesting. So essentially, it was literally a diagram of like if and by the way, like MMA coaching, if we're being honest, is so like far away from where it should be whenever I think about like a lot of coaches in the sport. But essentially he had this diagram that is like if yeah, here we go. You can't really see the full thing, but it's like here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do A.
I think I randomly stumbled across this, but I didn't really look into it.
If we're gonna do A and Marab does B, we're gonna do this. If Marab does this, we're going to do this. Like, that was essentially the game planning. And now, dude, if I'm a high-level fighter, I need this made for every single one of my fights. You know what I mean? Like,
well, a bunch of guys are doing a bunch of different stuff. Like, Ilya with you seen the data collecting he's doing?
Yeah. Well, and
the fighting nerds have kind of done some stuff like that, too.
And to be fair here, I mean, Joshua Van said going into the weekend, I have no strategy, and he's now the UFC flyweight champion. Granted, big. I don't want to say big asterisk, but it's definitely an asterisk on that one. But yeah, man. Look, for Purion, fantastic performance. I think a trilogy should be next. I mean,
And he made history, dude. Biggest gap from losing the title and regaining it back
as a man, yeah,
and
like,
not without moving weight classes.
yes, yeah. I mean, in shout out Carla Esparza to be the one with the record for
That too.
counting overall. I mean, I heard it was 8 years. I think something like that. I think would that be right?
I mean, hey, she got it back. Can't,
7, 8 years.
can't
Yeah.
hit on that. No one's ever gonna beat that one, I guess.
No, I don't think so. But yeah, man, good for Purion. Fantastic stuff. Excited to see a trilogy next. That's absolutely what needs to happen. Co-main event. God, this depressed the shit out of me.
This was the only thing that kind of killed the night for me because it was such a good card.
Yeah, and look, is this the worst way we've seen like a generational title run end? It has to be, right? Like, I can't think of anybody else who had it end in such a drastic injury that, like, you can argue, like, for example, Anderson Silva getting caught against Chris Weidman. Like, he was taunting and he got caught, but he started losing that fight before that, and like that's the game you play when you're, you know, a taunter like that. You know what I mean? DJ losing it on a controversial split decision, that's one too. But like,
I never getting the trilogy afterwards.
There you go too. But like Pantoja, literally like a freak injury, like literally falling down, fucking up his arm. Like that's devastating. So give me your thoughts on. I mean, admittedly, I don't think there's a lot to say here. I mean, but go ahead.
I mean, they're gonna fight again at some point, but from what we've been told, it's gonna be a while. So we're gonna get a. I mean, we could kind of combine these. We're gonna probably get a Tatsuya Taira, Joshua Ban title fight, and it's gonna be By the way, I haven't even mentioned this, but it's gonna be history. It's gonna be the first two fighters born in the 2000s in a main event title fight. We made it, Josh.
We made it. You know, I knew I would become washed at some point in time.
Well, we're not washed. We're literally the same guys. We're the same age as the two guys who would be fighting that title.
That's true. Tyra's actually older than us, but Joshua Van is younger than us. So, you know, it still makes me feel old. But yeah, man, look, I don't have a lot to say. I feel so bad for Alexander Pantoja, man. I mean, it's impossible to not feel bad for him. Yeah. A generational title run, a guy that we were talking about in the same conversation as DJ. I mean, how many in a row was that? That was 1, 2, 3, 4 title defenses, 5 title wins, 30-5. I mean, and I think the worst part of it is too is like it happened so early that like I still don't know how this fight would go. You know what I mean? Like I don't think I got any vibe of like.
I mean, from the little we did see, I mean, Pantoja was throwing hard leg kicks. He was landing them consistently. I mean, he landed all the offense for the 45 seconds of fight that we did get, or however long. Not even that, 30 seconds of fight.
Yeah, 26 seconds.
Yeah,
so I mean it's fucking brutal. I feel so bad for Pantoja, but yeah, like you said, if he's not healthy enough in time to go ahead and return, which it was a dislocated arm, shoulder. What was the exact injury? You know? No.
Elbow dislocated? I don't know.
Oh man, I'm trying to look it up. But yeah, I mean, it was a pretty bad injury. I don't know the healing time on what it would be, because that could affect it a lot. It was a elbow injury. He had a dislocated elbow. So we'll see. I don't really know how the timeline. God damn. I don't really know what the timeline is on that. Dude, the sun just started peeking through the windows. Like I'm blind.
I feel like no matter what, Van's gonna defend the title though.
Definitely. He's probably gonna face Tatsuya Taira, which we can move one down. I feel like we just talked about this. It's like a combo. I mean, knocking out Brandon Moreno. Some people had an issue with the stoppage. I thought it was fine.
It was tight. Like you could have got away with more time, but I mean,
I don't think Brandon Moreno would have been able to recover anyway.
No, yeah. But like they said, they wanted him to at least, you know, you could have gave him that bit of time.
I don't disagree. I mean, he's a guy.
I'm not saying it was like it wasn't like it's not a bad stoppage. You just could have gave more time. Yeah, I think that's the better way to put it. It's not a bad stoppage. And you know what?
I think that's totally fair because if they would have let it continue, it would have been fine. But them stopping it was also fine. I mean, he did get rocked pretty bad, but Brandon Moreno at the same time isn't one of those guys that like we've seen him go through hell and come back. So
yeah, I mean, this was a shock to me. I thought because I heard on MK they were talking about this. They're like they kind of wonder if maybe he can't absorb damage like he once could.
Yeah.
And then he didn't like, dude, look back at all the title, like the first 2 title fights, the scrambles in that. I mean,
yeah. Oh yeah.
And the fact that didn't happen in this fight like that, when those moments occurred. And he had that like in the first round took place the whole time in that triangle attempt. So we didn't get to really see a lot in between that. Most of the chaos and like the meats and potatoes of this fight happened in the second round.
Yeah.
and it didn't look good for Brandon, which was like a major shock to me.
Yeah.
I expected this to be like a Brandon Moreno win. I got great credit to the odds makers. I mean, they got this one dead on, but
Oh yeah.
I didn't think it would end. I didn't think that, especially because Moreno looked good in those, was it 2 or 3 fights leading up to this?
2. Yeah.
Like the Albazi fight, the Steve Ursek fight. I mean, Ursek had, coming off having that good performance. Not immediately, but he had that good fight against Pantoja. He's had pockets of success. I mean, he's also had his own downs.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, this was kind of a major shock and a big blunder to Brandon's career. I'm curious to see how he recovers from this. I'm curious to see how he looks in his next fight. Because I'm not gonna call it now, but this could be the beginning of the downfall.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say it either, but I mean, at this point in time, 31 years old, and look, I think Brandon Moreno is still good enough to beat some. Flyweight is one of those divisions where it's like the top level guys are the top level guys, and the bottom, like the guys at the bottom of the top 15, like they're good, but like, could I see him beating a Loner Kavanaugh pretty handily? Absolutely. You know what I mean?
Loner Kavanaugh's good though.
Yeah, young, maybe at one point in time. I mean, as he gets older, I'm just saying right now. Like, maybe that's not the best thing. Bruno Silva. I think he beats Bruno Silva.
Oh yeah.
Like
I don't know how Bruno Silva's right.
Alex Perez.
I'm gonna be an asshole and say
Alex Perez. He beats Alex Perez. You know what I mean? But like at this point in time, yeah, he definitely looks older. And it comes down to this, dude. Is he 31? Yes. He just turned 32 2 days ago. So my bad.
Yeah, his birthday coming up. Yeah.
So he's 32 now, and that's not that old. But flyweight, we've gotten to see Pantoja have a good run, Figueroa have a good run into his late 30s. That's not the norm for flyweights. Like that's really not at all. So it's not that surprising to me, kind of seeing him slow down a little bit and going back to those early title fights, like you said, with Figgy, the scrambles, the speed. He does look like he's lost a fair bit of that, which comes no surprise given all the wars. But yeah, man.
Multiple 5-round fights.
Multiple 5 rounds.
I mean, he's I think definitively right currently in this division. That's not Pantoja. He has the most 5-round fights, right?
I think he has more than Pantoja because Pantoja hasn't really gotten the full 5 outside of. I mean, a couple of fights. You know what I mean?
I guess you're right. Because
dude, you just got to look.
I wonder if he has the most rounds in the UFC out of all the flyweights.
It has to be.
I'm sure there's a stat for that. I'm gonna have to look it up later.
Like he went 5 against Ursek, 5 against Albazi, 5 against Orval, 5 against Pantoja, 5 against Figgy, 5 against Figgy again, 5 against Figgy again. Like,
wait, how many fights was that you just named?
I mean, what 5? Let's talk about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 5-rounders.
35 rounds.
Yeah, like. Pantoja, I mean, I'm not going to count Pantoja's too. I mean, but it has to be only like 1 or 2, I believe. I mean, I know that you're saying, yeah, you get 3. So there you go. Moreno's taking so much damage.
That's a lot of cage time.
Dude, and that's not even including like his tough run where technically like 2 of those 3 of those fights didn't even count on his professional record.
The camps.
Yes, dude. All the traveling he's had to do going from camp to camp. Like he was even here for a little bit. Injuries. Like he's gone through a lot, man. Moreno's a legend, a GOAT in my eyes, but at a certain point, it does look like he's starting to slow down. Good win for Tyra. We'll see what happens next one. Speaking of slowing down, it was I texted you this. The nephew has become the unk. Peyton Talbot defeats Henry Cejudo. Domination. Look, if there's a lot of ways this fight could have gone. I could have seen Peyton winning this fight. I said that last week. I picked Cejudo. I thought Peyton could win. I did not expect him to pretty much 30-26 his ass. I mean, this fight wasn't close. Henry had a couple of moments, I guess, if he would be really, really nice to him, but Peyton took him down. He talked shit. He busted him up. He wiped the blood all over him. Like, it was a I'm him performance out of Peyton Talbot. It was, I have arrived. This is my fucking moment. Frankie Ocean, I'm sure, was somewhere losing his shit. I root for Peyton Talbot because that's the closest we're going to get to a new Frank Ocean album. So, jokes aside, yeah. Good for him, man. Give me your thoughts on the fight, man. I know this had to be a.
He looked really good. I mean, granted, it is a ancient Henry Cejudo at this point, let's say, but at the same time, Henry had been able to like stay in the mix. This was definitely the one where it's like, okay, now he's underneath what level he wants to be at. He retired, and it was great career for him. We can't say, I mean, dude, one of the most interesting guys. He will forever be in the conversations of the greats to ever compete in the sport. One of the most interesting athletes to be in this sport. I still will say this, and not to obviously throw a wrench in all this shit, but I do think him stepping away when he did was a mistake, and I would have loved to have him around a little bit longer. And who knows what he could have done. And also, fuck the UFC from preventing us from C4 and just having some fun shit. I mean,
we talked about
that. Doesn't necessarily mean he would have. I don't know if he wouldn't. I don't know. He probably wouldn't have beat Volk. But granted, I don't think Volk was at the peak of his powers like he was by the time he fought Makhachev. You know, so. I do think there was a blunder there because I think there was an opportunity, especially because at that time the UFC was kind of booming post an ongoing COVID era. So I think something like that would have been even bigger, and it would have helped Volkanovski blow up even more, Cejudo blow up more, help the UFC more, and they could have. There was a market for that at the time. I think that they failed to capitalize on, and I will never forgive them for that. So, yeah, I live with that.
Yeah,
if we're Payton, I mean, dude, the sky's the limit now. I am curious to see how he does in this stacked 135 division because his next fights are gonna be hell.
Yeah, dude. I'll say this. So I think this is a two-part conversation. I think for Cejudo, him retiring is the biggest, maybe one of the biggest what ifs in MMA history for me. I mean, it's maybe top 5. I mean, it's hard to understate if you're somebody who's kind of newer to the sport how fucking good Henry Cejudo looked. I understand you can argue maybe like the TJ fight was like, you can argue that's not the full version of TJ Dillashaw. Sure. But like dominating Dominic Cruz, beating DJ. Even if you think DJ won that fight, it's still a 3-2 dead like split. Very, very close. Like the just incredible performances he had from like 2019, I'd say, to like 2021 when he retired. Like
the Marlon Moraes fight, which people like, we'll mention that. Oh yeah, dude, he beat Marlon Moraes.
But dude, that was Marlon Moraes who was hot.
That was to say, you also gotta add context to that. You gotta look at Marlon Moraes at the peak of his powers at that moment, to the point where I don't remember who you picked. If you picked Henry, you picked Marlon. But I remember at that time I was like, I think Marlon's gonna beat Henry, dude.
Dude, he looked fucking good. He looked so good. It's one of those things where it's like, if
I remember right, I think Marlon still had some very like early short success in that fight.
He did. He won the first round. He was busting him up.
Yeah, until he didn't. But hey, and then pretty much at the end of that career for Marlon, I think came after that fight.
Jesus.
Did it kind of start there? Like after that, it was done
so prior to this is what the record looked like. He debuts UFC 212. He loses a Sun South split decision. God, Rafael Sun South was a dog.
Yeah.
But then he beats John Dodson. He knocks out Aljamain Sterling. He knocks out Jimmy Rivera, and then he knocks out Rafael Sun South. Just an incredible run. And then he loses to Cejudo after he kind of declined. He has that fight with Aldo, which is really weird, and a lot of people thought Aldo won. I thought Aldo won. I thought it was a horrible decision, but fine, that's a win. He loses to Sandhagen. He gets knocked out by Rob. Oh my god, I didn't realize how bad it was. So he gets knocked out by Corey Sandhagen. He gets knocked out by Rob Font. He gets knocked out by Marab. He gets knocked out by Song Dong.
By the way, he almost beat Marab too. By the way, people don't remember that. Like that was a crazy exchange. He walked the shit out of Marab.
Yep. But then he gets knocked out by Marab. He gets knocked out by Song Dong. He goes to PFL, gets knocked out there, gets knocked out again. He
came out of retirement.
Correct. He retired after he lost to, I believe, Song. Brutal, dude. Jesus Christ.
Because he was becoming a cop in Florida.
2, 3, 4, 5. That's 7 knockouts in a row, dude. That's Bigfoot Silva numbers, dude. Holy
that's not even a joke. Yeah.
So point being, Cejudo was a dog, an incredible guy in his prime, a big time what if for me. And even though he's a generational talent, still a what if. Peyton Talbot on the other end, man, what an arrival. I understand, like, is it the kind of the more washed version of Henry? Yeah, dude. But, like,
did they update the rankings? Actually,
yeah, they did. He ran through him in a way I did not expect. Now, number 12, like you said, all the fights in front of him going to be tough, but I would love to see him against a guy like Cheeto Vera.
It took me a second to find out.
Maybe Zahabi. Fuck it, Maybe Figgy. Like, there's so many fun fights for him, dude.
Sky's the limit here. They could push him hard.
They could. How would you feel about him against Figgy, 5-rounder?
Well, Figgy's already scheduled.
Oh, who's Figgy fighting?
I think he's fighting Umar.
Oh, you know what? You're right. I forgot we talked about that. That's brutal. That's a brutal fight for Figgy.
So that fight might still happen. He can still fight Figgy.
I mean, I guess you're right. Yeah, I mean, they're only fighting next month. So,
I feel like they're gonna give him. I think they're gonna make him. They're gonna build him up. He's officially gonna be the Unk Slayer. He's gonna fight some older cats in this division. So he's gonna fight Cheeto, Davidson, or Zahabi.
I could see that. Yeah, I think all those fights make sense, and I gotta be honest, I think he probably wins all of them at this point.
Yeah,
so good.
He has a good chance.
But this begs the question: how good is Tony Barcelos? How good?
Yeah. I mean, but yeah, he's gonna do the Buckley thing and be the Unk Slayer.
Yeah, dude, the Unk Slayer. Yeah, I mean, good for Peyton, man. I mean, I was blown away.
I am curious to see how it all turns out because like I said, I thought he was good. I liked it. I was high on him, but I knew. I mean, like I said at the time, he is a young, unfinished product who is just a good prospect right now. Like, and he needs time, And then when he did lose, he got shit on so hard. It's crazy, dude. It's crazy. Those fucking people are. They fucking turned their back on him,
dude.
Fucking,
but that's MMA.
They hated on him so hard, and now they're
now they ain't saying shit.
Now they're not saying anything. It's like, oh, crazy, like that. We'll see.
Yeah.
I think no matter what, if he'll be a ranked fighter, and he is a ranked fighter for the rest of the time now, and he's so young, he's going to be in this division for a while.
Oh, for sure. And you know,
I wonder if he'll ever move up. I don't know if he's big enough to, but I do wonder if he'll ever move up to 45. He might be just a tad bit small. He might just have the perfect bantamweight body where he's.
I feel like he's lucky for bantamweight. Honestly, like he does. I'd be interested.
You can't be any. What I'm saying is, I don't think he could be any bigger for bantamweight, but you know what I mean. But I don't think he's big enough for. He's not small or big enough for featherweight. How tall is he?
He is 5'9", I think. 5'10".
5'10". Dang. Oh wow. He could. He would really have to fill out. Though.
He would really need to. Yeah. If anything, I feel like it might even be the opposite. He might be small enough to win on 125 or some shit. I mean, I'd be interested to hear about his cut, but I don't know enough about that.
Oh, he seems to got it down. I think like I said, he seems like he's got it down from bantamweight. Like he's as big as he could be, and able to maximize it. Like anything else would be too much.
Yeah.
But granted, as he gets older and the body changes, maybe 45 is there down the line, but not right now.
Yeah. Let's talk about this one opening up the card. The main card, excuse me. Jan Blachowicz draw against Bogdan Gluskov. I actually thought this was fine. I actually scored it the same way. Rounds 1 and 3 for Jan. Round 2, 10-8 for Bogdan. Not a huge shock there. I mean, it's very rare to get all three judges agreeing on a draw, but that's what happened here.
Did they agree on it? I thought there was one who.
You know what? I'm tripping. Somebody gave 10-9. So somebody gave a 10-9 to Bogdan in the second round, but 2 out of 3.
Which is not like super crazy. There was definitely a backdoor here, but this result is correct.
Totally fine with me. I think it's the correct one. Got a feel for Jan. I mean, technically winless in his last 4 fights, which feels crazy, but he has like 3 draws in there. So
there's an injury in there too.
Yeah, so it's kind of, I feel bad for the guy. For Bogdan, it is what it is.
I think this is more about Gluskov than it is about Blachowicz.
I would agree with you. Yeah, 100%.
I think a younger cat takes advantage of this older version of Blachowicz and gets him out of there or wins decisively.
I agree with you. I was also somebody, if I'm being honest, I've never been that impressed with Bogdan.
I don't think is there anybody out there who ever has? I don't think that's even a comment anybody's ever said. I think in my time of watching multiple MMA previews,
just low-key shitting on the guy.
I'm really being honest, dude. It's the final few episodes, bro. I'm just gonna
be
honest.
I know. It's just so funny. You're like, dude, I don't think anybody's ever been. That's a brand new sentence, dude.
No, I mean, genuinely though, I've watched many a preview shows.
You're not normally that guy where you're like, yeah, dude, like this guy look.
I feel like I'm usually really respectful, but I'm gonna be honest. I don't think anybody ever has been, and
I mean, once you get, dude, he got choked out by Volkan Oezdemir, dude. Like, I mean. But he was the favorite going into this weekend. That's why I was like, you know.
But I mean, I don't know, dude. I've never been. Like I said, it's fucking 205, dude. Like the guy's barely into the rankings.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It doesn't take much to get in. Yeah. He might get pushed out sooner than what we think.
I actually think so. Yeah. I mean, he's 33 and I can't beat an ancient.
Think about it. He's 33 now. This is where he's at. He couldn't beat an ancient guy. What's gonna happen when this guy's 2 years older, a year older?
Yeah,
exactly.
I don't think he beats Dom Reyes. He's one ahead of him. You know what I mean? Like I think he's peaked out at number 10.
Yeah.
I think maybe Rocha could beat him, who's number 11, but he's also mega washed. I don't know. We can move down though.
Dude, if Dricus went to 205, he'd beat that guy.
Oh, dude, come on. If Hamzat went to one,
dude, you talked about
kill him.
You saw that?
I did see that. I kind of love that. Not gonna lie.
Totally talked about it with heavyweight. People were saying they were making memes.
We'll move down. Manuel Torres knocking out Grant Dawson. This is a surprise for me, man. I like Manuel Torres.
Was it a surprise?
It was for me. I mean, really? I thought Manuel Torres was going to go in there and bust him up, but I thought Grant was going to be able to use the grappling, get down, use that American wrestling, you know, like
the all-American wrestling.
All-American.
By the way,
wrestling.
Did anybody get a win on this weekend on in the Dawson household? Because his wife was supposed to fight Friday. Did she win?
That's a good question. I don't know who his wife is. It's not listed on his wiki. Give me 1 sec.
I'm actually curious because if they both lost, holy fuck! What a Sunday! What a Sunday for both of them.
Yeah, they're flying back and it's complete silence.
Both with sunglasses on. You know what's crazy? You know they both got like lit up in their fights and could you imagine that flight of like,
No, she won. Elle Dawson.
Hey, good for her.
Yeah. The ruthless Elle Dawson. The one that as Grant has said famously has a dump truck. So, you know, good for her, I guess.
She came out of retirement. I can't believe she came out of retirement. I remember I stumbled across her Tapology, but I didn't know they were married. And she looked decent from what I saw. Yeah, you know, young, early in her career, building up. Obviously,
good team at ATT. Obviously, with her husband.
Yeah, obviously needed a lot more time to be a finished product. But who knows? I wonder if she's gonna stick around to it, or she just kind of wanted to get one more in.
We'll see. Women's MMA is so bad. I consider getting into the UFC. I mean, we're being honest. How about Chris Duncan choking out Terrence McKinney? inside of 1 round. We knew this fight was going to go like 5 minutes. Went basically the way I expected.
It was crazy though.
Yeah.
It was
Dude,
great.
come on.
There was a window there where McKinney could have won that fight.
He really, but that's like every Terrence McKinney fight.
Oh,
bro.
100%.
I love T-Rex, dude. He is 31, and it's the fact that he's never gotten a UFC bonus is like
That is wild.
that's the most insane shit I ever heard, dude. I mean,
What was it? Luke called him MMA's Evil Knievel.
he really is, dude. He really is. Hey, man, he win, lose or draw. He's getting paid for the attempt, okay? And he's gonna go out there put on the show. Love me some T-Rex. Macy Barber defeating Kareem Silva looked good. Look good. I mean,
after such
all
a big layoff, it was
and all the
very
health
good.
concerns, all that stuff. Good for the future. I think she still has potential to kind of move forward in this division.
Her
She's still
physique,
young
she
enough.
looked great on the way. Like she looked physically very there. Like
The weigh-in comp people were doing like from her last fight where she got canceled against Blanchfield, and now like she looked a completely different.
it was night and day. It was
Oh,
she was peak fitness, like genuinely.
Yeah, genuinely. I wonder what was going on behind the scenes because, like, dude, like she did not look the same person on the
I mean,
scale.
maybe it might have been a combination, maybe a bad weight cut. Not to like get here, like a little, like get a little personal, but even like I've heard fighters talk about like maybe she was on her cycle, like you know what I mean?
Oh no, that's actually totally valid.
Like,
I mean,
it was-
we've seen, yeah, that's literally like biologically that is something that can affect women when they're cutting weight.
So I wonder if she had like a bad cut plus that, and who knows, maybe some health issue. Like all three of those just made for like just a disaster.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, this is so off topic. I was looking up for stuff for news. Do you know Mike Bisping, his boy Callum Bisping, won his
Yeah.
first fight over the weekend?
Well, wait, he made his debut,
Apparently, yeah.
Ami or pro?
Amy debut won by unanimous decision.
Callum's
Good for Callum, dude.
Dude, I remember seeing Callum throughout the years, dude. Like when he was wrestling in college.
Yeah, well, and I remember I feel like he talked about it at one point on like social media. He's like, I don't think I'm gonna fight. But you know
No,
what?
and I think his dad didn't really want him to do it either. But
Yeah.
obviously, but I think I even think he said like a while back. Well, he's like, if he does do it, we're gonna do it the right way.
According to somebody online on the Believe You Me podcast this week, Mike said that he found out from Callan's girlfriend's mom whenever they bumped into each other at a restaurant the morning of the fight, and Callum didn't want to tell Bisping because he didn't want to live in his dad's shadow. What a fucking dude!
Wait, so he
He didn't tell his dad. Yeah.
He didn't tell his dad that he did a whole training camp.
I was wondering why his dad wasn't in the corner.
Did
I
a
was
weight
watching
cut.
this video. Yeah.
Dude, not gonna lie, that's kind of sick.
What a dog Callum Bisping is, man. Shout out Callum, man.
That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. Shout out to the people who were in the support group because I'm sure they told him like, "Hey, are you sure you want to do it this way?"
Yeah, dude, that's sick. I was
And
watching.
I will say, looking at it, a little soft on the body. Definitely doesn't have it down fully yet, but hey, still went in there and beat some ground man up. That's badass.
Yeah, dude, that's sick. Good for him. I mean, I was watching like I said, I just pulled it up and I was like, man, I wonder where
Oh shit!
Mike Bisping's not in the corner. I wonder where he is. Yeah, apparently that's the reason. Apparently he did not tell him.
What weight class, by the way? He looks big.
I don't know. I'm just throwing a number out there. 205.
He looks like a bear.
He
dude.
he looks like a 205. Bro. I wonder if let's find the Tapology.
Dude looks like a polar bear.
Dude, Calvin Bisping, bro, what a dog! I just found that looking up right now. Like that's kind of crazy.
So dad had no idea, dude. That's wild. I'm sure he was pissed. Like obviously he's not gonna admit it, but part of him will. I'm sure part of him is a little hurt. It's a human. It's a normal human feeling.
Yeah. Oh, man, I cannot find the weight classes.
No weight class. I'll do some research.
Heavyweight. It was heavyweight.
Oh shit!
That makes a lot more sense. Yeah,
Still though,
he looked massive. Good for him though, man. Good for him. Love Callum. Love the whole Bisping family, bro.
I would say he
Honestly.
didn't look super cut, so I imagine he was just kind of down to take whatever.
Yeah, probably. Anyways, man, we'll move back to UFC 323. Not a lot left to really recap, but Farzam still picked up a solid knockout win.
Farzam kind of coming together finally.
And if he was a guy like we heard about for a long time out of France, badass nickname, and he's been so. Like he had the loss when he debuted. He lost to McKinney when McKinney blitzed him, but he's had some so fights. Like I remember the Quadio Polos fight was very meh, but
He's young too. He's 28, so he's
exactly he's bringing it together. So good for him.
Is he in the rankings now after that?
I don't believe so.
What?
I don't think so. I'm pulling it up. I just clicked off of it to see the Callum thing. So give me one second.
He's in a 6-fight win streak.
Dude, it's lightweight though. Oh nope, he is 15 now. He's number
Yay.
15. Good for him.
Good. There we
for
go.
him.
Some new looks, a new face in the division.
There we go. Solid. Good for him. This is it from Armatory.
Yeah, I think I'm not quite sure what happens from here.
He's gonna get cut.
You think so?
With a contract like his, I bet he's probably making decent money, and he's not a draw, and he's
That or they're gonna renegotiate. And be like,
he's
hey.
lost 5 of 6, 4 in a row, and he's not looked particularly impressive in any of them. They might not cut him because Bruno Ferreira missed weight, and they're kind of like give leniency to guys who take fights in that situation. Missed by 4 pounds, dude. So not even like a small miss. But yeah, I mean, he looked. That's it from Marvin Vettori.
I was telling the guys this past weekend we were watching. I was like, he was like, man, dude, I used to watch Marvin Vettori fight. I used to be good, but like watching Marvin now, he's like going to decision, this and that. I'm like, dude, it's not even that. I'm like, think about it. Think about how Marvin fought years ago when he fought Izzy, and in their first fight. Think about how he fought.
He looked gun shy
in the second fight. No. I'm saying how he looked fighting.
Oh, okay.
Look at that fight. Look at the second fight. Look at all his fights after that. It's the same guy. He has not changed at all. He fights the same exact way. He's doing the same things. He has not evolved at all. He's the same fighter in every single fight he fights. And he needs to make some big evolution in his fight game. He has not. Every time he goes in there and fights, he fights the exact same way. He's doing the exact same things. He has done nothing differently. He is the same exact fighter he was when he started fighting this promotion. He's the same exact fighter today.
It's a really good way to put it. He is a guy that he obviously made to the top of the promotion very, very young. Like, he came into the UFC. I mean, how old was he? He was 23 years old when he debuted. He was 23. And he quickly got a title shot. He got a title shot by the time he was 25. He had that fight with Izzy. And, he lost, but he went for it. And he nearly submitted him in the 5th round. If you remember that one. Like, it was a weird fight, right? Yeah, man. But at the same time, God, like you said, he's just not improved. I mean, he came in so young, and I feel like he's just, as the age is continued, he's only gotten slower, which makes sense. I mean, but
and his chin is due to go any day.
Oh, any day, dude. I mean, and at that point, once you lose that chin, it's like I don't think he'll have anything. I mean, and he also does look a little bit.
He needs like a drastic change in his camp. He needs a completely new look. He needs to
move, dude. I'm just gonna say that
this guy needs to go out, fucking Tiger Muay Thai, take a whole year off. Fucking go work in the MMA lab. He needs to do something. Fucking
anything.
Anything. He just needs a completely new look. I don't think the looks he's getting at he's at American Top Team, like ATT, like, yeah, it's a big gym, but I think he needs something more specialized, more around him. He needs more attention just on him, especially with all he's been going through in his personal life. Like, he needs a big change. This is not it. Whatever he's doing now is not working. And then he needs a complete 180, change everything. Obviously, he can still fight relatively how he still fights, but he needs to evolve the game. And I don't know exactly how that's going to happen, but it needs to be through something. Someone needs to talk to him and sit him down and be like, dude, what do you just want to be some guy who fought for a title one time and is meddling in the rankings, or do you want to be great? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you want to be good? Because he can still find a lot of success. And I'll always say this, especially at 185, man, 2-3 fights, he's there.
Yeah.
2-3 fights, he's there. And he could do it. He could definitely do it. I don't doubt that. Any guy in this division could do that. Any guy who's willing to fucking get it together, bite down the fucking mouthpiece, make big changes, pick up the right fights at the right time, have a great year, fight 2 or 3 times before you know it, you can break into the top 5 and fight for that fucking title.
Absolutely. I mean, and the thing about it is that, like, he is not that old. Like, that's kind of, there's still time for him, but I do wonder if it's a Brandon Moreno situation where, like, he came in so young, he peaked way too early. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
Granted, Moreno at least got to hold the belt twice, though.
That's the thing. That's the difference. Isn't that crazy? You get those guys who, like, they at least get to it.
Yeah.
Where they reach it and they just never.
And in the case of Marvin, I mean, he made it to the top of the division. Like, he fought for UFC belt. A lot of guys don't do that, but it's been a depressing run for the last 3-4 years for him. Very disappointing. Jalen Turner, let's talk about him. How about depressing? Knocking out Edson Barboza. He's going to be 40 next month.
I mean, we knew this was going to happen. I mean, and we were like, at least for this fight, that's I was like,
I literally wanted to cry whenever I saw Edson get rocked, and it almost reminded me of Tony Ferguson against, like, Justin Gaethje whenever he got rocked and he tried to shake out his head. But in this case, it was like Edson got rocked. He tried to, like, jump and, like, shake around.
I gotta give Edson credit, though. This dude's a fucking legend of the game of dog, because he brought it to Jalen Turner, bro. He was fighting in the body. He was throwing kicks at the body. He gave it his best. You know, something like, I shit you not, like, maybe a younger Edson Barboza actually is able to get some shit done.
A younger Edson Barboza wins this fight, but there's a lot of fights to think that about for Edson Barboza. People forget how good that motherfucker was in his prime. There was a point whenever he, like, fought Habib, and people were like, you know what, maybe he'll be the guy to upset Habib.
I said it last week, dude. People don't realize this now, but I'm like, your favorite fighter's favorite fighter is probably Edson Barboza.
Yeah, dude, literally. I mean,
like, you ask guys, like, dude, you don't know how many times I watch an interview and they're like, oh, who's some of your favorite fighters to watch, or who do you really like, or they're doing a build a fighter, and you'll always see Edson get mentioned in some capacity.
He was so good, dude. He was so good. I mean, I literally went and pulled it up, dude. Edson, he was a plus 180 against Habib which just showed you how good he was at one point in time. You can look up Khabib's betting odds. It's all like -1,000 against Ally
What do you
Quinta.
mean, Josh? I'm sure fucking MMA TikTok's like, well, the game wasn't evolved like it is now, so it's no surprise the odds were like that.
Yeah, of course, dude. Like MMA has just evolved so much, dude. Like, GSP wouldn't even do anything in this era.
Dude, that low life would have got ran by Kamara, dude. Swear to God.
Who would have lost to Colby, bro? God, I hate it.
He would have lost. If anybody ever said that,
That's a real fucking thing.
You heard someone say that?
I have, yeah.
that guy
absolutely.
should get publicly executed.
I agree with you. 100%. Yeah, straight up. Bring back the guillotine, dude. Shout out Jalen Turner, though. He's back. Good for him. Iwo Baranowski defeats Ibo Osling.
One of the greatest
one-round fights I've ever seen.
might be the greatest one-round fight I've gotten to watch.
Oh, dude, it's up there. I mean, I didn't get to see it live. I had to watch it afterwards, but dude, holy shit.
Dude, no, the whole time we were freaking out, and I was like, I wanted to keep going, rock him again, and then he rocked him. They would just keep rocking each other.
The fact that I hope they gave Ebo $50K as well.
Hopefully, both these guys got some.
Baranowski got a performance of the night, but I hope Ebo got something, bro, because like that was brutal.
There's a world where he wins that fight,
and not even far from our reality, Mansour Abdullah Malik choking out Antonio Tricoli. Not surprising.
That's not that. He was the biggest favorite on this card. I think he was -1400.
Yeah, and then how about Myron Santos defeating Muhammad Nayev, third round TKO. Good for Myron Santos.
By the way, did you see that finish?
I did.
It was insane.
Sick finish out of him. 18-1, the legend. Giving yourself that nickname and then actually now, granted, he did miss weight, so not very legendary. But yeah, the stoppage was sick.
By the way, this is a good performance after that Francis Marshall fight. That was a little it was a split.
Yeah, so.
Especially because he looked so good on Tough. He had a good performance. He got Con hopefully to win the Tough contract. Sadiq Yusuf fight, fine, but at this point we know Sadiq's kind of low. Muhammad, he's kind of a guy who I kind of put in I'm like, this guy's good. Like I could see some potential here. I feel like he's a tough out. So him winning this here was like, this was good. Yeah, man. Good stuff from him. Good stuff. Overall, a very solid pay-per-view in my opinion. The last pay-per-view of the ESPN era. They went out with a bang. They went out with a bang. I was happy. I was satisfied.
Yeah, very happy with it.
What would you give that? What would you give your letterbox grade for that?
I might give it. Oh man, you know what? The Pantoja injury really fucked me up. I'm gonna go 3.
Oh, and then you had the draw too.
I'm gonna go 3.8.
I give it a 4.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I'm doing the day portal. I'm giving the points. 3.8.
I did a 4.
Yeah.
Just
I'm gonna go 3.8 on that one. 3.8. But guys, there's still another card before the ESPN era.
If you guys didn't know,
before the ESPN era ends, guys, we have a legendary card. It's back in the UFC Apex.
We're going out in the only way we know. Goddammit,
we're going out the top tier, the greatest venue of all time, the UFC Apex.
The final Courtside Soundoff preview.
No, we have Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua next week.
Oh, we're gonna. Oh yeah.
Oh, of course we're gonna talk about that.
And then we'd have to recap the card. But the final.
The last UFC on ESPN preview.
Final MMA preview.
Yeah. Actually, it's not because we have a PFL card to talk about this week too. So,
but I mean, this is
one of the last previews segments of the Courtside Soundoff podcast. How about this main event? Brandon Royval, Manel Cape. I like it. It's a fun fight. Brandon Royval coming off the loss, obviously, to Josh Van in June. Prior to that, he was kind of looking to get in a title shot. He had beaten Tato Atara, beaten Brandon Moreno, was on a solid run. Now 33, the Raw Dog, taking on Manel Cape, who we know of as one of the best guys in the division, but just cannot stay consistent enough to A, get a title shot, and B, make weight. So, kind of weird.
And I don't know how the permission likes him either.
No, probably not. I mean, he's won 6 or 7, though. Didn't get cut after that Mikhaev loss. Did not get cut after Mikhaev, which is kind of crazy.
You caught on, right?
Yeah, I know.
Dude, that meme follows me, and I hate it.
I'm not a fan of the 6'7". I gotta be honest.
No,
I'm not a fan of this.
9/11.
No, I know. So
BC, what did you enter the chat?
I did that with my fiance earlier this week. She did not find it funny.
God damn it! Now I'm gonna do it at work and get in trouble. You know
there we go. Perfect. Anyways,
perfect that I'm gonna get in trouble at work.
No, I mean the joke's perfect. The joke is perfect.
Oh, I'm gonna have to.
I would never want you to get in trouble.
I'm gonna probably do that at some point and not do it at the right time. You know me.
For sure. Point being, solid fight, should be fun.
God damn it! Why did you do that to me?
Sorry, dude. Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna cut.
You know what's funny? Someone probably get mad you did the line that I said, "God damn it!" And not the fact that you did 9/11.
Well, I mean, hey, I mean, Never mind. I'm gonna.
Fuck, let's
stop
get into
talking.
this
I'm gonna
preview.
stop
I can't
talking.
believe we got off the rails.
Yeah,
So
here we
quick.
go. All right, we're reining it in. Okay. Brandon Royval, according to our friends over at BetMGM, they logged me out, so it's gonna take a minute actually for me to give you these odds. But point being, Brandon Royval, I believe, coming in here as the favorites.
Underdog.
Oh my god, actually, you're right.
Yeah.
Minus 300, Manel Cape, 30-1. Over Brandon Royval plus 240. I'm gonna go straight to the chase then. I've got Brandon Royval winning this fight by unanimous decision. More 5-round experience.
Yeah.
Hits hard. Great cardio. Coming off an incredible war with Josh Van. Manel Cape is great, but the most inconsistent man in the sport. It's not even for sure that he'll make it to the fight on Saturday at this point.
That is true.
So I'm gonna say Brandon Royval.
When he needs to with the current state of the division, because he could sneak himself into a title
He
shot.
absolutely could with a win. You know, he absolutely could. We've been in this position with him so many times.
I'm gonna go Manel Cape. I'm gonna throw you off here. I'm gonna go Manel Cape. I think you get it done.
I like that. I mean, I
Look,
think
he's fast. He's athletic.
It's probably the safer pick if I'm being honest.
He has pretty good power. The 5-round experience is lacking, but he did fight in Rise and have some crazy fights there too.
Yeah.
Look, he can definitely get it done. Brandon Royval does give me kind of Moreno worries too, in the sense of like I know he's also one that when it's done, it's gonna be done.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Like I think he's a guy that whenever he falls off, it's gonna be sad. You know,
Especially because I don't know if he's gonna ever kind of get his body to go to bantamweight, which I think at one point made sense.
No, I don't think so.
But granted, now that the division's opened up for him, Pantoja's no longer champion.
Yeah.
So him winning this fight here would be very vital. Granted, I don't think they would go Royval before Tyra. I think they'd rather go Tyra, make some history there.
And I think even though Royval has to win over Tyra, I think they know that Brandon. We've seen Brandon at the top for so long.
Unless he just ice Cape in the most insane way ever.
Which
he gave a fire ass promo afterwards.
He's a freak, so he might, But yeah, I'm happy we're splitting.
I don't think, but he doesn't got it like that. He's got crazy output. Unless he just fucking did unless he gave like Max Holloway, Calvin Cater sauced up performance like that.
Yeah.
Like he's not gonna. I don't think they'll go that direction.
Fair enough. I'm happy we're splitting on that fight though. That's fun for the last one. How about the same exact odds for the co-main event? Kevin Vallejos, a minus 300, 3-1 favorite against Giga Chikadze. This one, I think, makes a lot more sense. Kevin Vallejos, he is 2-0 in the UFC. Not the highest level competition, but Sung Woo Choi is pretty good. Danny Silva's all right. And, Giga Chikadze, as we know him now, at the ripe age of, 37 years old? He's old. He's old. He's lost 3 of his last 4. The only win was a win over Alex Caceres, which was very, very close. Yeah, man. He's also missed weight last time out. It's getting tough for him to make that 145-pound limit. I'm just going to cut straight to the chase like I did last time. Kevin Vallejos is going to win this fight. I'm assuming you're in agreement with it.
Yeah, I mean, he's one of the guys leading. He's definitely high up on the rookie ladder for this year for us. Several guys have done great stuff this year. So, I mean, look, he's a young cat getting an opportunity here as a formerly ranked guy. A guy at one point in time was like a fight away from fighting for a title. Still a tough out, obviously in the stand-up game. Like you can play around with Giga there. So Kevin's got his work cut out for him. He's 24. He's really young. Like he let's not make it seem like it's gonna be a cakewalk either.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not gonna be a cakewalk for him, but I do think he'll probably pull out the win here. I mean, Giga Chikadze.
By the way, he turned 24 5 days ago.
24 years old, man. Jesus. We're old.
I mean, I'm the same age as him. I mean, I'm fine. I mean, only for a few more months, though.
No, we're going to hold on to that for as long as we got it, right? I say that. I kind of like getting older, Like,
oh, no, I'm fine with it. I'm appreciating it.
I see those posts all the time where, like, I got one this morning on my feed, and it's like the bunny from, like, oh my God, Alice in Wonderland. It's like the meme holding the clock, and it's like, turning 25 or some shit. Dude, you're 25, bro. Like you're still in your early mid-20s. Like you're fine. But I do it does make me feel old when I see athletes around the same age. I'm like, fuck, dude. Like
or younger and killing it.
Thank God Phillip Rivers is still playing. Thank God Phillip Rivers is back, dude.
Is Chad Henne out there doing something?
Chad Henne? No, he's done. But hey, man, if Phillip
for
yeah, literally, if something happens to Phil Rivers, maybe they'll give him a call. Yeah, for the last UFC card, this kind of blows. I'm going to be honest with you guys. But there are some fun fights here. Cesar Almeida coming back against Cesare Oliveira.
Brother of Michelle Ogiechik.
Yes, sir. Excited to see him in there. Mezcal Costa versus Morgan Shire should be a heater.
By the way, another fight. This is a fight that feels like should have already happened, but it hasn't happened.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I mean, I'm a huge Mezcal Costa fan, man. Very excited to see him back.
He's been turning it up. He's hitting a
Yeah.
peak right now in his career.
Kennedy Jikabuku versus Marcus Buchecha might be one of the most.
This is a donk card.
It's a slot fight. Yeah, it's a slot fight, 100%.
Unranked. Well, actually, is Kennedy ranked right now heavyweight?
I hope not.
He might be bottom of the end.
No, he's not. He's not ranked.
Oh, I just saw a fight on here that I did not know was happening. This must have gotten added recently.
Was it Bobby Green, Lance Gibson?
Lance Gibson Jr.,
How about him?
son of Lance Gibson Sr., son of what's her name? I'm like stepson of Canadian MMA fighter woman Julia Budd.
Yeah. Crazy.
What the fuck? So I wonder if they'll both be in his corner this weekend.
I hope so. And then finally in the UFC, Lance Gibson Jr.
Lance Gibson Jr. is really good.
Yeah, I'm excited to see him. And Bobby Green is
King Green.
Yeah, excuse me, King Bobby Green. Solid matchup for him for the debut on. Amanda Lemos, Jillian Robertson. I'm excited to see if Jillian Robertson continues her climb, man. I think she's had a really fun run.
This is for her to step over the line, man, and potentially challenge for a title here. So
yeah. The fact that this guy's buried on the prelims is insane to me, but Yaroslav Amosov debuting against Neil Magny. Neil, we know him. He's the gatekeeper of the division. He might make the Hall of Fame one day. I mean, he's just racking up the stats even into his late 30s.
Is he 170s Cowboy?
I feel like Cowboy was 170s Cowboy.
I mean, I could, but he did bounce 155, 170.
Fucking,
but you're not wrong. You make a good point, though.
Yeah, I'm being a dick. I actually agree with you because he is a guy that will fight anybody, anytime, any place. He's very, very active. He's deceptively active too. Like he's fought. Like this is gonna be his third fight this year. He's very consistent, 3 to 4 every year. I like it, man. I like it. He's actually won 2 in a row, which is kind of crazy.
Company man right there, dude.
Dude, for sure. In fact, both finishes too, by the way. For a guy that has historically not been a finisher, he's won his last 3 fights by finish. So excited to see him. And Yaroslav Amosov, we know him. He's a fucking dog. Has not fought since that win over Curtis Millender in March, but now finally in the UFC, dude. I love to see it.
But we got a lot of other promotion champions. We got Morgan Shirey who fought in Cage Warriors. Cesar Almeida fought in some other promotion. Olieshik who fought in KSW. Cape who fought in Ryzen. Buchecha who was in one. Gibson who was in PFL / Bellator.
Yeah.
Yaroslav obviously Bellator / PFL too. I mean, yeah, that's pretty fucking cool to see.
Very cool to see. Overall, I mean, a couple other lower tier fights: Luana Santos, Melissa Croden, Sean Sharaf, Stephen Osborne. Alan Fry, Guillermo Pot, and then Jamie Lynn Horth opening up the card against Teresa Bleda. Yeah, I mean, it's a card. I mean, like I said, there's some fun stuff here. But yeah, I mean, if this is the way they're closing it out, I mean, essentially that Saturday was the real closeout of the ESPN era.
They should. I don't know why they didn't flip this shit around.
It makes no sense to me personally, but what are you gonna do?
Best way to end an era, though, right?
Absolutely.
Most UFC / ESPN thing to do.
Literally. How about going on earlier in the day, though, on Saturday will be PFL Lyon, also known as PFL Champion Series 4. I'm kind of excited for this. I mean, I like the main and the co-main, and there's some other names on it, but you can definitely tell this is for PFL. They've had some really, really good offerings. This is not one of their better championship series.
By the way, did you see ESPN release their 30 under 30, or what is it? Their under 30 list?
Yeah,
for
30
MMA fight.
Yeah. I have not seen the list, but I know what you're referring to.
Dakota Ditcheva was on it, and she was 2. I think Ilya was number 1, and the list got blasted because of that.
Why? People
were like, "How is Dakota number 2?" You know,
actually, she should be number 1.
No, she shouldn't be that high.
Oh, that's dumb as fuck.
Don't you love MMA? Don't you love MMA fans?
You know why? It's because she's over JDM and Josh Van. That's why.
Well, and it came out before Josh won the title.
Exactly. Dakota Ditcheva might be the greatest women's fighter on the planet. I'm gonna say that, dude. If you've seen her fight, it's literally one of those things. If you've seen her fight, you know, and if you have not seen her fight, you don't know.
And that is true. Dude, all the champions are older, dude. We're talking about Kayla older.
Talia Santos was this close to beating Valentina Shevchenko, this close to beating Erin Blanchfield, and beat other really, really good names in the UFC. And then Talia, she got destroyed against Dakota Ditcheva. That fight was even her last.
What would Dakota Ditcheva do to Erin Blanchfield now?
I don't know, dude. But I want to find out. I want to find out. You know, even her last fight against Sumiko Inabata, where she didn't finish her, she beat the shit out of Sumiko. And I'm a big Sumiko and Nevada fan, dude. That shit was hard to watch, you know?
Sumiko just knew how to survive.
Yeah, absolute dog. Yeah, man. Excited. We did all this. Dakota Disha was not on this card this weekend, but nonetheless, in the main event,
it's PFL adjacent though, John.
it is PFL adjacent. We don't talk about them often. Vadim Nemkov, Renan Vahea. I like this fight a lot, man. Vadim Nemkov, now at heavyweight, has not lost. Granted, only 2 fights, but Bruno Capoloza, submission win. Timothy Johnson, submission win. Has not lost in 9 years now, Vadim Nemkov.
Actually? That's
Yes.
crazy.
And he re-signed with the PFL. I really thought he was going to go to the UFC this year. But re-signed with them.
Honestly, a mistake.
Now fighting for the PFL. Yeah, right. Fighting for the PFL heavyweight strap against Renan Vahea, who lost to Francis Ngannou last time out. But still, I mean, wins over Ryan Bader, Dennis Goltov, the crochet boss, Maurice Green. I'm just going to cut straight to the chase. This is Vadim Nemkov.
Nemkov's going to be giving up 8 inches of height in this one, by the way.
Yeah, but I think this is still his fight to lose, though, man, if I'm being honest.
It's all good, though, because I know Vadim Nemkov get down a 12-foot sandwich.
That's a
or
way
12-inch
to put that.
sandwich. Fuck me.
That's a
12-foot sandwich is crazy.
I was like, damn, dude. Like, that's certainly a way to put it.
I'll never forget our buddy ate a sandwich, and he just down like a foot long. Or I think we got one from Good Sense, and I think Good Sense has 16ers.
Yeah.
He's like, there's 16 inches of sandwich inside of me right now. That's what that fucker said.
Who was this?
You know who it was.
No. Which one, though?
The one who would make that comment.
Okay, fair enough.
You know who it is now, just from me knowing that.
Fair.
Who else would say that?
No, you're not wrong.
From that
you're
group.
Not wrong. You're not wrong.
It makes sense now that I said that.
Yeah. Co-main event, Chris Cyborg, Sarah Collins. Chris Cyborg's, I mean,
is this her last fight? She kind of really.
This is her last MMA fight, I believe. She said she's still gonna box, and she's still really, really good.
Oh my God, she gonna box Ronda?
I hope not. For Ronda Rousey's sake. I give Ronda Rousey a better chance of beating Katie Taylor than I give her beating Chris Cyborg, dude. Because Katie Taylor might just be. Katie Taylor's a sweetheart. She might not want to kill Ronda, but Chris Cyborg.
Why can't we get Katie Taylor versus Chris Cyborg?
They talk.
At least Cyborg actually has some, mention.
7-0 now. Cyborg.
Actually,
yeah.
Dang.
Very, very low key about it. She's gonna get a big fight at some point, though. Sarah Collins is undefeated. A decent, very good judoka, actually. Solid on the mat. A couple solid submission wins, but she's gonna get ran through here. I mean, this is too much too soon. So, there are some other fights on here. Kevin Josette taking on Patrick Cabora. Should be fun. Taylor Lupicius, another fun guy, former UC vet. I don't think he should have gotten cut, but he did. Taking on Liam Gettins, and that's the main card, man. This feels like it should have been a layup for Cedric Duwambe. I don't know what he's doing, but. Yeah, kind of weird, but should be a fun card, man. I'm excited for it.
By the way, Zabit's brother had 2 fights fall out on this card. That's actually devastating.
Absolutely brutal. And he's one of those guys too, where it's like if he were a kid stay actor, maybe he becomes a star or at least a popular figure for the PFL. So that's it for the PFL Champ Series. Though we don't really have any news. It's been actually a pretty quiet week outside of this one fight announcement. Charlie Oliveira taking on Max Holloway, BMF belt. We talked this fight for a long time now. It is now finally official for, I believe, UFC 326. That would be in March. March 7th, T-Mobile Arena. Finally official. Give me your thoughts.
Fire. I mean, this is the right fight to make. Makes Absolutely. So much sense right now. It's a perfect fight for both these guys.
Absolutely. It's a rematch of their fight from UFC Fight Night 74, Saskatoon, Canada.
What year?
2015. I watched this fight live.
This is a fight 11 years in the making.
Yeah, so this was the one that he suffered a esophagus tear in minute 30 in, and he went down, and it was a freak injury, and we didn't really get to have a fight. Now 11 years later, they're gonna run it back. So that's at a 155 too. Like
both have been champions now. Both have made history.
Exactly.
Both all-time greats.
Both coming off wins too. I mean.
They're hot right now in the division.
They're both hot. So this is an incredible fight. And they had the whole, it was kind of one of the more low key kind of UFC like big tentpole like announcement shows. It was only the real big announcement to come out of that thing, but still it was a fun little moment. You got to see Amanda and Kayla square off as well, all their big fights. So yeah, man, should be fun. Super excited for it. Not a lot of other news though. The only other thing I would add is that Alexander Volkanovski recently shut down retirement rumors. He said he wants to be active and actually hinted at a lightweight move after facing ELYXR or Murphy. So that's something to keep in mind, man. He could be U-turning on retirement.
What?
It could. I mean,
fighters say a lot of things, man.
Fighters say a lot of things, but at the same time, I mean, I do wonder how much he said he wanted to fight 3 times last year and have his retirement fight last year. He said he only fought once.
Which I feel like, once again, it was not by his choice.
Definitely not by his choice. He wanted to fight in December. He was very adamant, at the very least, about fighting in December. They didn't give him that. So I do wonder how much the UFC slow rolling him played a role in him being like, no, I'm not going to.
I almost feel like the Diego matchup. And once again, I mean, actually, it wasn't his choice.
No, it was not.
So that's
said he wanted Murphy or Eloev. Didn't give him either. He said he was to fight in December. He said he wanted to fight 3 times last year. Didn't give him any of what he wanted. But that could be why he's like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to stay around because they're not going to give me what I want. I might as well try and get the fights when I can, you know?
Yeah.
Nonetheless, anything else you want to go and talk about before we bounce out of here, man?
No, man. I mean, that was a lot. It was the final pay-per-view preview of the Courtside Soundoff, the final post-show, review show of the Courtside Soundoff, the final Apex review show, which I think that one you're kind of happy for. Or final preview. We started
last Apex preview. Yeah, I'm not going to be crying about that one, man.
And then our final ESPN era preview. I mean, it's kind of crazy because I didn't realize, but we did start with it, and now we're ending with it.
Yeah, I didn't think about that, but yeah, I mean, insane, dude, insane full circle kind of moment. And in terms of the show, I really hope you guys enjoyed, man. I'm at Josh Shivanoff on Twitter. He's at Angel Ortega _01. Our Courtside Soundoff for all things relating to the show. Like I said, we're going until the end of the year. This is not the last show, but it is the last preview. So, again, I hope you guys enjoyed, and that's it. Peace.